All right, so I want to make a quick observation. I want to discuss two types of energy emittance, two types of radiation. You have non-ionizing radiation and you have ionizing radiation. Non-ionizing radiation means that there's not enough energy in the emittance of the radiation. There's not enough energy to remove an electron from an atom, right? So when energy radiates, it comes in contact with molecules, atoms and molecules. And non-ionizing means that the energy that comes in contact with the atoms is not enough to break up the bond, the chemical bond of the atom. It doesn't break up the chemical bond. It actually just rearranges the electrons, but it doesn't break the bond. So it's not enough energy to actually destroy the bond. So this is called non-ionizing radiation, and this is what this kind of radiation is pretty safe, right? I mean, there's speculation, there's all kinds of other ideas and theories out there, but generally it's considered safe. This is what we use for microwaves, radios, Wi-Fi, our phones, TVs, etc. So for the most part, it's safe, comparable to ionizing radiation, but it's really not safe. But in comparison to ionizing radiation, it's safe, because ionizing radiation is radiation that is at such high energy levels that it actually disbands, it breaks up electrons from atoms. So it actually is responsible for, like in UV would be considered ionizing radiation. So this is why this UV and above, gamma, X-rays, all these forms of radiation actually can cause skin cancer, cellular damage, mutation, gene and tissue damage, and so this kind of radiation there's not plenty of it on Earth, thank God, but the interesting thing is, so these are two types of radiation, two forms of radiation: ionizing and non-ionizing. And again, simple term, non-ionizing, less dangerous, does not break up the bonds of chemical atoms, the chemical bonds of atoms. Ionizing radiation, however, does. It breaks up chemical bonds, breaks up the units, breaks up the molecules, and actually causes illnesses. So the question you have to ask yourself, when people are around you, what kind of radiation are they emitting, right? Because every single object on Earth is constantly, right, radiating some form of light energy in the form of waves or wave particles, right? I am at this moment, you are, everything around us, right? The objects in our home, animate and inanimate, right, are radiating some form of energy. So the question you have to ask is the people around you emitting a type of energy that is ionizing, which means it is destructive, it breaks bonds, it destroys, it causes cancer, molecular cancer, it causes skin cancer, melanoma, skin cancer, it causes cellular damage, tissue damage, mutation, damage to the fetus, birth, or is the person around you non-ionizing? Are they releasing an energy that is less harmful? Because we all have some kind of radiation. Again, we all emit energy, and there are some form of radiation that's considered safe. I just gave you guys a quick preview of a few of those things. So the question you have to ask yourself is, the people around you in your circle, what kind of radiation are they actually emitting? Is it a ionizing or non-ionizing? And when you can figure that out based off this little bit of information I just shared with you, you decide what your next move is.